We had some freaking trespassers. How did this go unnoticed?
Yeah, I just want to meet you guys.
It's been a while, it's been a minute. I haven't uploaded in quite some time, and that's because I was really sick, and I just totally abandoned my camp because I was just in bed for like a week, you guys. And today's the first day where I'm feeling about 99%, but I was in bed sick for the whole week. I couldn't pump out content for you guys, and I couldn't do anything. I felt so useless, and you guys know me, I love to be on the grind, and I hate that feeling. But anyways, welcome back to the property, you guys. I'm gonna try to do some type of content today for y'all. It's been like 2 weeks since I've uploaded on this main channel, and I feel so bad. So I hope you guys aren't mad at me. Hopefully you don't think I gave up on you. I was just not feeling it, man. My kids came down with a fever, and then I came down with a fever. My wife came down with a fever. We were all dead sick at home. Now everything here at the camp is completely frozen solid. I gotta de-thaw everything. The cabin inside is probably super cold. There was a big project that I was supposed to get done, but I couldn't because I was in bed all week. But today my objective is to get this place back into shape, get it warmed up, get it cleaned up, because when I left here last week, I was filming a video, and mid-video I was like, I can't do this no more. I just need to go home. So I left this place in a complete and utter mess. I kind of left it in like an abandoned looking shape. Will these things even start? Like, it dropped down to like -20 while I was gone. Oh yeah, I left this place in an absolute chaos. Completely messy. I didn't get to clean. Usually I clean before I leave because I just like coming back to like, this is kind of like my workspace now. I like coming back to my workspace, just having everything tidy and clean and ready to go for the next day. But first things first, let's get this ice cold cabin warmed up. So it's a Sunday right now, and after Monday, I think, I'm gonna be attempting to heat the outhouse because last week, before I got, actually the day that I got sick, I tried to use the outhouse and I was sick, and it was just a no bueno, man. It was just like number twos, man. My butt froze on there. So that's gotta get heated, and a garage build. Garage build is a must this week. Absolute must, because these vehicles, they're staying under here under the snow. I'm not liking it. I don't want that. Also, like, we haven't had too much snow yet. This is Canada, and usually we get a ton of snow. So I don't know what this property is gonna get in terms of snow, because I've never been here during the winter. This is my first winter. If you're new here, I purchased this place like 2 months ago, I think. And yeah, so it's all a learning curve for me. Everything I'm doing is new. I'm learning it, and I hope you guys appreciate it, because these types of videos, like you guys know, in the past I've done the whole paranormal stuff, the adventure stuff, survival stuff. I've been doing this for 10 years. but property videos is a lot of work. So big respect to anyone out there that owns like a homestead, a property they're living on, something they're developing. It's a lot of work. And for me, I'm a go type of person. Like, I pump out videos. I try to pump them out when I'm healthy, not sick. I try to pump them out like every day. For the most people, they pump them out once a week because they just like film across the whole week. But me, I'm like a go person because I know you guys love these videos, and it showed in the comments when I started uploading these property videos. So yeah, like I said, it's been 2 weeks, and I'm really sorry that I slowed down, or not slowed down, that I just kind of cut you guys off. But yeah, was not feeling the greatest. But now that I'm better, we can get back into action. She's starting to get warmer in here. Wow. God is great. Thank you for wood. After 1 week of sitting in pure coldness, will she start? Amazing. Freaking amazing. Now, if you guys missed the video on the vlog channel about a week and a half ago, I caught a big, massive black bear on my property. And he actually walked in from my back trail, which I call now the bear trail, the one that I made myself. And he walked all the way to the front gate, and I got him on the front gate camera as well. I haven't checked those cameras in a week, like a whole week. I don't know what I'm to expect on these cameras, to be honest. I don't know. Are we gonna get more bear activity? A lot of you guys gave me shit for leaving it food. And you know what? Like, some of you guys have a point, but some of you guys like chill because my property. Anyways, like I want wildlife, but I don't think I want bears. Like, I don't think I want too many bears. Like, because my kids come out here on the weekends and hang out and play with, you know, we do fun activities out here. So I don't think I'm gonna be leaving food on that back trail anymore. If I am gonna be leaving any food, it's gonna be deeper into the forest once I finish developing that deep trail. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to some of you guys' advice, because when I saw that black bear, holy moly, it literally shooketh me. It literally did. It is scary big. But I know black bears are harmless unless you really fuck with them, and I don't plan on doing that. You know, I love seeing wildlife, and I don't plan to hunt any of the wildlife on my property unless they become a nuisance, and that's a different story. But we're gonna leave them alone, okay? But I'm very excited to see what the trail cams caught all week, and I know you guys are too, so don't worry guys, we will be doing that during this video. All right, it's starting to get very warm in here, which is good. And it is a little bit cleaner. I still got to, you know, clean the floors later on, but I got another little project to do right now. All right, one of these headlights are burnt. So I got 2 new ones that should make this thing much brighter. This one. Now I ordered some bulbs off Amazon while I was sick. I don't even know if I got the right ones, but let's see if they work. I gotta get a bolt for this. All right, so this is what I got right here. Yeah, it says Polaris. Yeah, these are definitely not right. These are probably for an ATV. Damn it. But hey, the bulb is working now. Hey, that's good. Okay. Yeah, these are not the right ones. Stupid Amazon, stupid ChatGPT told me they would be the perfect ones. Yeah. Yeah, it's still not working. Obviously, sometimes when you pull a bulb out, put it back in, it's not working 100%. I'm gonna take this one with me, just so I know which one that I need. And I'll grab it from the hardware store later. Made in Korea, that's amazing. I don't even think it's burnt. I think the connection was just kind of dirty. Okay, maybe we'll keep an eye on it. I do want to get brighter bulbs, obviously. I did get some light bars. I do want to mount up there, but I'm going to wait for my special friend Christopher to show up because he's the electrician, and maybe he can help me put a light bar up there. Yeah, it's starting to snow a lot. I wonder if I can actually start using my plow on the ATV. I've never used it, and it's just sitting right there. I really want to get a chance to use this thing. Well, before we move on to the next little project, let's go check at least one trail cam. Good to be back here, y'all. Oh my god, it feels nice. Love it. I'm wearing these snow pants right now and they're making my butt slide off these seats. I gotta get a grip or something on the seat. We got a lot of deer trail, a lot of deer footprints on the ground. That battery's probably dead, to be honest. Yeah, and the super cold, it's been about a week. And these batteries hadn't been changed in a while. Oh, it turned on, okay. And it turned off. The batteries are fried. Okay, let's change these out. For a lot of you guys on my channels, this is probably your favoriteest part because you just never know what we're gonna get on camera. And I love the fact that you guys like that because it's my favorite part too, because it's always like what am I gonna catch today? You know what I mean? Those pumpkins have been completely wiped out by something. Most likely the deer. Oh, all right. We had Shaniqua come in at last night. Well, yeah, this morning at, was it this morning? What's the date today? I don't even know what date it is. That's how out of it it's been for me. Like, I haven't even looked at my phone all week. Today's the 7th. And, yep, this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, Shaniqua was here eating what's left of those pumpkins. By the way, I do plan to put way more food for the deer. Just like deer food. Because I just love having them around. We had Mr. Bunny Rabbit come through as well. We had, that's a big ass freaking doe. Is that Shaniqua? That is Shaniqua. She looks, guys, she looks thick. Like she's been eating good. Oh my goodness, she's massive. Oh, we got two massive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've had two massive deer. So Shaniqua and her cousin. We got to give her a female cousin a name. I guess we're gonna call her LaShandra. Shaniqua and LaShandra, oh my god, they're massive. Wow, god, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. They're just like, their booties are in the camera the whole time. That's why my battery got so killed right away. And like the fact that, so the problem is with these clips, you're seeing like fragments of clips. So they're messing with the sensors, that the sensors are only recording 2 seconds at a time because they're so close, which sucks for me. But we have pictures of them, videos. That's what I wanted. I wanted a whole freaking deer army on my property in case the world comes to an end and I just need to freaking mobilize my deer army. Because that'd be so cool. I've never, like, I didn't know they do that. Like, I guess that is such a cool shot right there. Oh my God, we got the way they both look. They're just chilling and looking up. They heard something. Absolutely insane. I love it. All right, we got some day clips over here of Shaniqua, I think, or something. I can barely tell. Yeah, this was on the 5th around 4 p.m. Just chilling here in front of the camera. Kind of looks disappointed because there's like not much food. Sorry, girls, but you know. Oh my! What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Guys, I had 3 deer. That is crazy. Shaniqua, LaShandra, Latoya, they're all here. Oh my God, that is sick. Okay, 3 deer confirmed in front of this tree. This is the greatest thing ever. I can't believe it. That is so cool, you guys. I got 3 deer just hanging out in the daytime on my property. All of them right there. I feel like now I need to like cage this place off and just create a zoo and start charging people to come and pet the deer. Yep, that's exactly what I need to be doing. That is so cool. Oh my God, I had a deer traffic jam. Dude, this is the coolest. This is the coolest one ever. This is better than any bear. Just having that many freaking deer over here. I guess they call I'm still new at this. I guess they call the female deers does and the males bucks. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is insane. That is insane. Oh. Whoa. We have a predator that showed up on the 2nd of December. That is a wolf. That is a wolf. A lone wolf or a coy wolf. I only have a fraction of a clip of him, but he's there. Oh my God. Never seen that here before. I've seen the coy wolf at the front gates when I first got this place. And if you don't know what a coy wolf is, it's basically a hybrid. Half wolf, half coyote. They're massive. And I don't know if they're dangerous or not, but holy crap. We have one walking right over there. Dang. We've got a bit of a problem. So I managed to get my internet up and running this morning because my batteries were dead. I had no internet. And guess what? We had some freaking trespassers. How did this go unnoticed? Are you kidding me? 5 days ago. 5 freaking days ago, and I did not even notice this. This is crazy, guys. I'm getting fed up with these freaking trespassers. They literally just rolled in onto my property like no F's given. Look at this guy. We got Boomer 1 over here just walking into my property like it's his property. And then his wife just kind of like scared and like walking behind him like, Jonathan, slow down. They didn't even say a word. These guys are experts. Expert trespassers. They have their dogs with them too. 9:34 a.m. Wow. So like if I wasn't sick, I would have been there at that time. Like I would have been there that early at that time. And I would have dealt with them the only way I know how. Pulling up the front camera here. Oh, we got old man. He's like, what the hell? There's a cabin here. Oh, maybe I should turn back. Or maybe I should tell my wife. Oh, pointing at the camera up on the roof. What are they doing? He's just hiding behind the bush. He's literally hiding behind the bush. And then they're like, yep, okay, there's actually a property here. But the million signs at the front gate did not give that away, right? All right, listen. This is the second pair of trespassers coming onto my property. And I just can't have it no more. Something's got to be done. All right? Something's got to be done. We got a name! Haha! Maverick the dog. See, now I can identify. I've never seen this couple, but it looks to me like they do some walking in the mornings. And next time I see them, listen, the last couple, I let it slide. I had to let it slide. There was 2 old ladies that came through, literally saw my signs at the beginning when I first got this place. They're like, oh, look, there's signs everywhere. Let's go and check it out. Literally what they said. These guys, on the other hand, did they see my sign? All right, now clearly those guys saw the sign. Clearly they knew what the heck is up. Clearly they know it's a private property, which, by the way, I do plan on putting up some fences at that beginning part, so nobody can actually get over. And not only am I putting fences, but I'm actually putting barbed wire and sharks with laser beams. Anyways, guys, I let the last 2 people slide, but I cannot let these guys slide. This 90-year-old man and 70-year-old woman, let's call her Betsy and freaking Jonathan. Yeah, they got, okay, we got to do something about them.
An example needs to be made out of these intruders. Before I make an example out of these people, I think I gotta work on my aim a little bit. Now, in just a moment, I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm using a shotgun and not my sniper rifle to improve my aim, which I will be using the sniper rifle too. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can hit my targets all the way from over here, because if I can't hit a little target like this, could I really hit something big like an intruder? Honestly, in the interest of science, I'm actually eager to see if a slug can actually hit all the way from over here. I'd say this is about 30, 40 yards. Don't quote me on that. All right, let's go ahead. You know, I'm pretty pissed because my intruders are getting away right now and I'm totally missing. Valuable lesson today, and that lesson is don't try to shoot little tiny objects with a slug from a very far distance. Now, the reason why I didn't start off with this guy, because this guy, my accuracy is actually like 100% with this thing. The reason why I didn't start with this guy is because I forgot to buy bullets and I only have 2, so let's make it count. We're gonna go ahead and hit a Pepsi can, which would be subject John, and then we're gonna hit the Fresco can, which would be Janice or Betsy. It seems I have annihilated the entire pile. I don't know how the hell I did that. Those are the only 2 bullets I had for my sniper rifle. Let's go see what kind of damage they caused. That snow is coming in hard and it's starting to pile up, so I think I might try to use a plow later. All right, let's go see what kind of damage we caused here. Like I said, probably 30 yards. I'm really good with that gun. I mean, it's sighted in really perfectly. It's just that shotgun. I mean, it's a slug. I mean, anyone would tell you shooting slugs from that far of a distance. Like, look at what I did here. I carved this thing out. Anyways, holy shit. Holy shit. Jonathan, what happened to you, buddy? Oh my God, I did not expect that. That is insane. Like I said, the first shot, this is one of my favorite drinks, by the way. Sugar-free, it's amazing. One shot, annihilated a whole group of them. Oh, we still got this one standing, so maybe we'll do something with that one. This one here got totally destroyed. Holy moly. Love it. These ones here are still standing. And That's still standing. So with 2 bullets on my sniper rifle, I managed to take out 3 targets. That's crazy.
Now you're probably saying, Mo, you're not gonna go after those people. You live in Canada. Even if they trespass onto your property, the police said to give them your car keys, give them a massage, and basically give them everything you have. Now, obviously, guys, it'd be nice if we lived in the USA and be able to protect our own properties, but we can't do that here in Canada because they've gone very, very woke and very soft. But what I can do is, next time I see these people, I'm gonna ask them, like, hey, what made you think it's okay for you to trespass onto my property while I was sick, while I was in bed, while I was dying, boogers coming down my nose? You guys took it upon yourself to walk in, look at my cabin, say, oh yeah, yeah, and walk away. It is what it is, guys. They're a bunch of old people. I'm not gonna do nothing about it. They're probably just curious. They probably lived in the area where I don't know where they would live because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. They probably live in the area somewhere in a bush, I don't know. And they were probably curious to see who has purchased this property and what happened to the 90-year-old that died in the cabin. Well, he's dead. But anyways, we'll tell you guys more about that story later. I think I want to go and check out the camera deep into the bear trail and then come back and slap this on and see if you can do anything, because we've been getting some snow. All right, I'm keeping an eye out to see if I see any bear paws in the snow, and I'm not seeing any. You never know, maybe that bear was just like a one-time thing. Came, it went, probably in hibernation now, probably went to bed. Because, you know, my trail cam that picked up the second video of it showed it leaving my property and going on to another property. Doesn't seem to be too much activity here on the ground in the snow. But before we take a look at that, I want to show you guys something really cool. Wow, this just caught my eye. Even though it's been snowing, look at how beautiful this greenery is. I think these are little baby cedars. Oh yeah, they are. Man, I got too much cedar on this property. But look at how many of them there are. It's just littered with cedar everywhere. Usually these super wild animals is what I call them. They cross from here somewhere and they go through there. So there's no prints. I mean, keep in mind it's freshly snowed today, so if there was any, would have showed them. But a lot of the big animals, like the bear, it came across this way and went that way towards the camera and then left the front gate, which is quite a way away. But yeah, no animal prints so far besides mine. What the hell? 1,700 clips. Oh, that wolf coyote thing was back here too. Oh my God. Dude. Where's the video of it? I just see photos. There's literally no video, just photos. That's crazy. Now, usually coyotes are not alone. And wolves, sometimes you get a lone wolf. But that's the first time I've seen a My neighbor doesn't have a dog, and that's his property. I don't have my gun on me either. It sounds like it's coming this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my gun. Sounds like it's coming this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my gun just in case. I am not trying to get bitten by a feral dog or a feral wolf or a feral coyote. Now that doesn't sound like a coyote or a wolf, it sounds like an actual dog. But my neighbor doesn't have a dog. All right, back to what I was doing, looking at the camera. Now, I'm not gonna go through every clip because well, I can't. The batteries just died. So, good thing is I have rechargeable batteries on this one. Oh, God, it's just always something. There was a lot of activity here that caused the batteries to just completely drain. All right, I went through 700 clips. Nothing. I don't know what could have made all these clips just trigger like that. We did get that coy wolf thing. I do have 1,000 clips to go. We'll review it later on my laptop. And yeah, let's go grab some lunch. I don't know about you guys, but leftover pizza just hits differently. Lunch is over, snow's starting to pack in. I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of cleaning with the snowplow. Now, I've never used this thing. That's why I bought this ATV combo with the snowplow. Hopefully it works out. Let's test it out. Now there's just a little bit of snow, but it's a good way to practice with this thing since I've never used one before. I am picking up some limbs and stuff, and I should actually angle it this way because I plan to just keep this area clear, the driveway and the actual road outside. All right. Okay, just give it a little bit of an angle. And we'll see what happens. All right, it did actually clean. Not sure you guys can see that. Everything's white, but it actually works. I'm surprised. Oh man. I keep forgetting to pull it back up as I'm reversing. Hey, not bad, it cleaned pretty decently. Now I don't need it to be 100%, I just need it to be clean. Oh yeah, she actually cleaning some good snow here. Look at that. I'm not sure you guys can see that, but I am plowing a trail. That's cool. I gotta say, it did a pretty good job, but obviously this ain't heavy snow. This is literally like maybe 2 inches of snow, but it did a pretty good job down the main road here. Yeah, I just want to meet you guys.
Yeah, we went back the other day to see what you were doing.
I know, I saw it on the cameras. I was in bed at home sick.
Were you?
Yeah.
Too bad.
How are you? I'm Mo.
Mo.
Yes. Your name?
Penny.
Penny.
I'm Roger.
And
Roger.
we've been living here since 1983.
Wow, amazing.
We were 3 years. We were away. We had to go away on business for 3 years. But anyway, we're moving. Because this is just too much to look after now. We're in our 80s.
I looked it up online.
Did you?
5 acres, about that?
Right.
Yeah.
5 acres. Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We've loved living here. So I'm going to be sad to be leaving.
It's so beautiful and calm here. I'm still
is.
figuring it out. It's my first time purchasing
Well,
like a big property like that.
You've got lots to do. You
I
got
know.
lots of. You got these things up there. and
Yeah.
We've been watching for Sonny while he's had this. They used to cross country ski back there.
Yeah.
But there are people that sometimes come in the woods and they're not very good people. So we watch.
Okay,
that all
that's good to
along.
know.
We've been doing that. So
What we had to do often is with Sonny's people was 2 weeks of the year.
Have a good day.
Cannot believe what just happened. Like, mind blown. What are the odds of that? I'm out there trying to test out the snowplow, all that stuff, which it worked pretty decent in certain areas, but there's certain areas like in the wetlands, it was catching onto like mud because there used to be a lot of mud there, and it was just the plow. Like, I almost ripped the plow off at one point. I was like, oh shit. So I didn't even try doing that area. I will eventually once the snow packs on deeper and tighter, and then all that there is that can be cleaned eventually is just snow off of snow instead of snow off of hard mud. But for the most part, it worked pretty good. In my area up in here, it worked really, really good. So I really liked it. Obviously, as the snow gets deeper, I'll put that thing to the test some more. And if I ever need to buy a proper snow blower, tractor type of thing, I'll buy one, but I'm holding off to see how this thing does. But the crazy thing is I get out to the main road. Now on the main road, which obviously I don't show you guys ever, there's one house that belongs to my neighbor, which he owns the farm and the other side of the property line where I always show you guys. And then there's these guys, which turns out they're the ones that trespassed onto my property. And I'm like, oh my God, it's them. Let me go and say hi to them. So I see them, go to confront them, not in any negative way. Like, obviously, this whole video, shooting targets is just a joke. I don't mind the elderly that live in the area that have been here for a long time coming by and saying hello. I don't mind that at all. I mean, they're here to just say hi, and that's it. But I wouldn't want anybody else to trespass onto my property because I don't want to break your legs. So anyways, I'm like, you know what? Let me go and say hi to these guys, see what they're all about. Maybe they got some information because information is expensive these days, right? So I show up, I start talking, totally didn't even realize that I was recording on my GoPro. Forgot about that. I turned it off after I realized because I just don't want to film. So, lady's name is not Debbie, as I said. Was it Debbie or I don't remember, man. Her name was Penny. Really nice nice lady. Yeah, he was really nice too. And he was telling me a lot of information about the actual road getting into my property and how that road a long time ago was like the main road to get to a certain area of the city that I'm in to a certain other city. And before that, you couldn't get to these areas without that road. So this used to be a functioning road here. And that road was very important until it became flooded way up by the abandoned cabin and so on. And the government gave up on it for some reason. They never decided to level it, fix it, or any of that stuff. So they built a different road way down the road from here. So that was cool. And then they told me some information that I did not know. They told me that they're best friends with the owner or the old owner of my cabin. I'm like, wait a second. Did the person die in the cabin here? Apparently there used to be two different guys that owned this property together. And one of them died here and the other one is actually still alive. Now I asked them to get some information about the cabin to see when it was built. And they actually didn't know. They actually moved to this area in 1983. The same year that the guy that purchased this place, the first purchased this property, he purchased it in 1983. For a really cheap price of 16 grand back then. But they told me ever since they moved here, this cabin was here. And it looked different and all that stuff. And it got renovated a lot throughout the years. And obviously now I'm taking care of it. And they were so happy at the fact that I'm here taking care of the road in and out. And taking care of like the cabin and keeping it alive and all that stuff. Like that just meant a lot to them. Now they told me that they were on my property. And they didn't know if the cameras were active or not, or if they were real or not. Because, you know, a lot of people do put fake cameras that you can buy from the dollar store. They just, like, blink red once you put batteries in them. But I'm like, no, I was in bed, dead sick at home, while you guys were trespassing on my property. But I'm like, it's totally fine. You guys are more than welcome. You guys are good people. And we just sat there and talked for a good half an hour. They told me a lot of information about the area. How the forest had been completely logged way before their time. But it had completely been logged and just clear-cutted for wood. Like, there used to be different trees on this property. It probably used to have maple, big pines, you know, really massive trees because it was a very old forest. But then it got completely demolished, and then now everything that you're seeing now is kind of like new, not mature, but it's kind of like middle to mature. It is growing and it's thriving, obviously. Now they're telling me how they've run into gray wolves on the actual trail. And what did I catch on my trail today? I think it's a gray wolf. I don't know. I gotta do some more surgery into that video and look into it through a freaking microscope to see what that was. But they're telling me they've seen gray wolves out here. They've had the black bears in their backyard many times. And the sucky part is that these people that I ran into, they're such kind and nice people. They're moving in 2 weeks. They've sold their house, so I'm about to have a new neighbor on that side where they live, where I was talking with them. So hopefully that new neighbor is going to be great. I would love, I would love to have a good neighbor and not a bad one. Anyways, I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'm surprised I did everything that I did do here today. Like, I did a lot off camera. And because it's my first day back after being very, very sick. And I will be back tomorrow. So yeah, don't go anywhere, guys. Going to keep the videos coming on the main channel. And obviously going to drop some videos on the vlog channel as I go. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Live a little. And if you represent Team Canada, get yourself some of these hats. They're in my merch store. Link down below, mosargi.shop. And I have other merch for all you USA peeps as well on my merch store. mosargi.shop. Link down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you.